The names shine like a light into the past. On the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, every casualty in the conflict of Southeast Asia is listed in the order they died. And at the end, on May 15, 1975, Columbus's Richard Vandegeer earned his spot in history. That Richard Vandegeer is listed on this wall is, like so many casualties of war, a bit of a fluke. He was in the middle of a mission that was supposed to be very easy, but went very wrong.
That's probably the most difficult part. It's been, what, 19 years since we went down.
Al Corson was a special operations helicopter pilot in '75. Rich Vandegeer was his co-pilot, and together with J.D. Harston and Randy Hoffmaster, the four made up a crew that flew the high-profile missions in the last days of the war. That May, the crew of the U.S. merchant ship Mayaguez was captured by rebels on an island off the Cambodian coast. The rescue by Air Force Special Operations and Marines expected to find only minimal resistance, but instead they faced highly trained and highly armed opponents.
I think we lasted about 30 seconds, maybe. And it was all I saw was a big sheet of flame come around the side of the aircraft, and we crashed in place.
The last anyone saw Rich Vandegeer alive, he was shooting a rifle out his chopper window. And then, in an instant, a rocket destroyed the cockpit, and he was killed, leaving little time for mourning.
You see so many people get killed that what happens is, I guess in your mind, you start thinking that they're not dead. They're just on vacation somewhere, and you'll see them later.
In all, 13 of the 26 men aboard died in the mission, and the rest had to swim to sea for safety. Major Corson escaped with a piece of shrapnel stuck in his back.
It's very easy to recall exactly what happened and see it all over again.
Back home, there isn't much to find of Rich Vandegeer's life. He earned degrees in math and physics at OSU and lived in this apartment before graduating and joining the Air Force in 1973. His family has since moved to Mexico, but years ago, Al Corson visited Vandy's mom in Florida.
She wanted to know from someone who had been there that knew Richard, that could tell her absolutely, without a doubt, what happened.
That he wasn't coming home.
That he wasn't coming home.
So there are only the memories of his friends who, with simple praise, describe a quiet, intelligent, and determined man.
He would have had a great future, I think, in the military. He was dedicated. He loved it.
And he is in good company this Memorial Day. Stand before the wall, and the collective history of 58,000 names can be seen, it can be felt, and it can be shared by all who visit. Tom Ziska, 6 on Your Side, Washington.